Keanu Reeves, the name itself became a brand now. He is an extraordinary, talented, down-to-earth actor, and the reason for being such a way that no celebrity has gone through such a tremendous trauma like Keanu did. But as it may, the movies that he gifted for us is a whole new different story. His 1999 benchmark movie Matrix has shook every millennial generation to the core and became a legendary movie. Then for a time, Keanu didn't make any uproar like it until 2014 Chad Stahelski movie John Wick. Chad was Keanu's stunt double during his Matrix franchise shooting, and that helped a lot in making the action sequences for this project. The movie is about a retired assassin who was under deep grief due to loss of his wife, and he tried to save all the good things that he shared with his wife by raising up a puppy. But it all went upside down when his former boss's ignorant son break into his house, steal his car and kill that dog, which unleashed a wrath that his boss and his son couldn't comprehend, and it leaves a ton of dead bodies. The movie itself opened to a whole new universe of deadly assassination ring with tradition and rules. And once he came back into this mix, things are not as it were, and his past, present and future are set to kill him. But not unless he kills them first. That was the first movie and we thought it has done with it. Then it goes for 2 more rounds. The movie is rich with gunfight sequences and lot of mixed martial art action scenes that brings such action later termed as gunfilm. With an appropriate concoction of background score with these fight scenes, the viewers get excited and wanting for more. Franchise has redefined action scenes that we no longer need drag slow motion sequences. Instead, we need faster fistfights. Even though John Wick is set for more sequels, let's have a recap and ranking of top action sequences from John Wick Trilogy. Number 5. Marrakesh Scene, John Wick 3, Parabellum. We have seen solo act of John and we know how efficient killing machine he is. In Parabellum, we get to witness how proficient John with another person. In this movie, John is on the run and he needs a favor from all parts of his old companion. And he reach out to his former acquaintance, Sofia, whom running a branch of Continental Hotel in Morocco. And Sofia go to meet the former head of the Continental. John had some conversation with him. But in the end, he provokes Sofia and in that rage, a fight breaks out. The fight itself involves guns and dogs. It is similar to some action computer game, such as Far Cry, where we can direct an animal to target an enemy. As always, John settled his part beautifully with swift loading and precise shots. But the bonus is mainly Sofia, and we get to see how merciless she is. In a way, John set her to a strange predicament and setting her up to a point that she can't return. So there's a possibility of Sofia in future John Wick movies. Number 4. On the Run, John Wick 2. As far as John Wick goes, he is good at 2 things. Number 1 is killing people and 2, resilience. It is not about taking blows or how he can wield weapons. It is all about the mettle to stand up when he is being pinned down. And in this particular scene, it is appropriate one for that. After the Rome mission was successful, but Santino has misled him. The actions of John provoke the High Table and Camorra crime syndicate. Santino has set up John with his sister's death, and so it is expected of him to put a bounty on John. Here, the world is a much big place, and we can see bounty hunters all over it. John has to make it to the New York through these cold-blooded, money-hungry, trigger-happy killers. Here, everyone wants a piece of him, some for revenge, some for money, and some about the glory in slaying the infamous boogeyman. But little did they know who John actually is. Apparently, Winston does.
You stabbed the devil in the back.
This scene can be compared with John on the run during the starting of Parabellum. Here we have the book kill, horse kill, sword kill, axe kill, and the Wild West kill. But personally, I like the chapter 2 scene because we get to see the infamous pencil kill. Number 3. Rome Mission, John Wick 2. The whole tipping point of chapter 2 is this scene. Santino wants a seat at the High Table and he finds his sister as a bump in the road attaining his ambition, and to surgically remove it. He summoned the devil himself. In this scene, we can see the hate for doing such a heinous thing. The hatred enrages when Santino's men attack him as he escapes. As for me, I really love to rewatch this scene because of its build-up. His procurement of each item, especially the suit and the guns. The way he asks for each item to his needs shows professionalism. I really enjoy the dialogue exchanges between John and Samuel, and when the gunfight begins, the way he holds the gun, his shooting style, stocking each weapon, and the way he reloads his gun in between the fight are all phenomenal. Here we can see the demonic side of John Wick, and the background score, like Castlevania, get things heated up for more. This scene go in line with chapter 1 housebreak scene. In a lot of ways, it has the same energy. In both scenes, the spectators understand that all the stories that we hear about this man is nothing but watered down. Number 2. House of Mirror, John Wick 2. As John hunts for Santino, he asks for help from underground crime lord the Bowery King. With his help, he reaches to Santino and then ensues a chase and a fight scene. John cuts through people like scissor with paper and reach the mirror room. All these professionals' help are obsolete when the Lord of Death itself comes for him. Here too we can see video game type of action where the player just stack up the ammo from the dead enemy while he begins with the 7 bullets the Bowery King gave him. The gun is Kimber 1911-45 SCP with 7 round capacity. The gun has a tiny problem about the hammer, sometimes it jams up and fails to shoot properly. So John pulls the barrel of the gun with one hand and with style, which is a highly likable scene. In the Hall of Mirror, John gets to have his own Enter the Dragon moment with a bunch of thugs and Santino's right hand Ares. John's anger at peak is unleashed as he put the bullet in Santino's head on the sacred grounds of Continental. Well, in John Wick 3, we have the same sequence during the last fight with Zero, and that is more hand to hand and knives. But the prolonged duration in that sequence it's a bit tiresome, and that is why the chapter 2 scene highlights more. Before I announce number 1 John Wick scene, let me list out some honorable mentions. Number 1. Red Circle, John Wick 1. The first installment itself has laid the groundwork for the character John Wick. Everyone who has worked with him calls John the boogeyman, and it is for a reason. The son of Vigo, Yosef, doesn't give a squat about it, even after his father expressed his concern and fear regarding John. In his pride and carelessness, Yosef just enjoys hanging out in a nightclub called Red Circle. John came to know about it and slips inside without alerting anyone, sneaks up and kills all the guards. The guards didn't know what really hit them. And the song Think by Kaleda balance is sneak kill and the shooting sounds. As the scene progresses, the moment Yosef sees John, a sheer chill of terror creeps inside him, and we can see that in his eyes, and that point, my friends, he knew he fucked up. Also, the shootout then follows, taken straight from any first-person shooter game. If you are a fan of popular game like Hitman, then you can relate the gameplay to most of its fight scenes here. Every gamer can relate this firing style. Aims, then follow with a 3 continuous bursts that should hit near the target horizontally. Also, the way he covers his head while aiming and shooting, it is straight out from the handbook of standard close quarter combat. Also, through midway, he makes sure he has 1 round in the chamber before reloading and then continues to distract the enemies with other things. Comparing the whole franchise, this scene particularly shows the skill of John Wick as a silent assassin, and it's no joke that he's being called the boogeyman. I hope you like the video and don't forget to subscribe. See you all with another video. Till then, goodbye.